Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. This ticker is on a request by ATER or Aterian, and I think this is actually going to be a pretty solid ticker. I think it's actually running pretty good to the upside. Um, Small gap between 13 bucks and like 14.50 or so, but I think for the most part it is starting its rally to the high side. I mean, last time you were bullish on the month, you went from, I don't want to use down here, but you went from lows of 7 something, like 760, to highs of 48 bucks, which is like a 5x return. Is it like a 5 or 6x return maybe? And even from now, from $18, you can actually see it. 36 would be 36. I can actually see it going back to 36 bucks. I wouldn't. I'm upset because I didn't actually buy down here when it was this low. But I can definitely see it running up again to possibly, retouching highs of that 47, maybe $50 mark. I think it would be really, I think Aterian again, you know, and again, it's been creating small gaps between, $13 and 14.20 or so. But I think for the most part, it is running to the high side, and I would not, keep an eye out too, because it is currently on resistance at 17 bucks. I'm not gonna go through the actual, I'm not gonna add a bunch of support and resistance. I'll do it on the monthly, just because the weekly, you really haven't been trading that long on this chart. So, I'll just add certain support and resistance, like right here. Let me see, another one there, possibly here. See if I can find anything here. Yeah, so you are looking at pretty solid resistance right now at that $17 mark, and this is using monthly ranges, right? So it's a pretty good solid price of where things can actually go. So it's pretty consistent. It's gonna be, if it doesn't have, if it actually breaks that 17 or that $18 level, definitely expect that to go back to 23, 24 bucks. As of right now, I would personally wait it out. I don't want to take the risk of actually buying it right now and it completely coming back down, because it does have a small gap at 13 something and then 14.20. And if you do see it come back and close this gap, it already broke support, so there's a chance that it can come back all the way down to 9 bucks. But again, it's not a bad ticker to look at, especially with the monthly about to close on the bull side. And the last time that happened, you saw this massive move from, $2, $4, $5 all the way up to 50. So, I would definitely not be surprised to see this at like $34 in the next couple of months. Definitely not a bad play, but again, I probably wouldn't get into this unless it goes back to like $9 or so. I don't think I would touch this ticker at all. I think right now it's a little bit risky because it's hitting major resistance at $17, and it has to close the gap at $13 and like maybe 14 bucks. So maybe if it comes back down to this, I do think it'll drop back down to 8-9 bucks. And if it does, I would probably buy a swing in there, or at least some sort of a decent amount of shares, not options, shares. And I would just hold, and I can definitely see it going back to 34 bucks at some point, because there's definitely momentum to the upside when it triggers a bullish momentum cycle, right? So definitely bullish on Aterian. Never heard of this company before. It seems relatively new, like it just started trading last year, 2 years ago, so still relatively new company. But I would not be surprised if you see it back at 9 bucks. But I would also not be surprised to see it back at 36, 34, 36 bucks, or previous all-time highs. But as of right now, I am going to stay out of it just because it did create a small gap here between 13 bucks and 14 bucks. I'll wait till that gap gets filled. If this shoots up immediately to like 50 bucks, then fantastic. But it's too risky for me right now, especially at major monthly resistance of like $19, $17 or so. So I'll see you guys later. Definitely not a bad company, but I would not be looking at this. I would not be buying shares unless we drop down to like $9 or so. That would be a really good entry point for me. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.